Xin chào, I'm May Holland, your host for MosaicMinds. Join me for delightful conversations about culture, identity, and leadership. Our podcast features inspiring women leading the way in Vietnam.
Hello everyone. Welcome to MosaicMinds, where we celebrate the vibrant mosaic of experiences shaping the future of Vietnam's women leader. I'm your host, May Holland, and today we are going to have a fantastic speaker here. I'm absolutely happy to introduce you to her. So this is Anne from Hawaii and also Grand Thornton. She's an amazing woman. You know, I think I've known her for quite a few years now. I think the first time I met her, probably, maybe 3 years ago. And then we had lunch together with some people that we knew, at the UN Women lunch together in Ho Chi Minh City. So she is a business development and international liaison director at Grand Thornton in Vietnam. And she's also, because I'm sure that, she doesn't have a lot of time, but she's very busy. She's also a standing committee member of Hawaii. So she's the deputy head of foreign affairs of Hawaii. So welcome, Anne. How are you?
Yeah. Good morning from Vietnam, Miss Lee. It's my great pleasure to have been invited for today our conversation. Actually, you made me so nervous because of the way you said so nice working about me. I'm just a simple lady. So I have worked with Thornton Việt Nam, over 23 years, and I had the opportunity to get involved in the Hawaii Ho Chi Minh Women Association, entrepreneurs and executive for many years. Yeah, again, it's my great pleasure to able to talk to you today, Miss Me. And
Awesome.
again, you asked me, how are you? Yeah, is he really, is he very good Friday mood? So we
I forgot to say happy Friday.
Yeah.
So I'm calling from Sydney. You're in Ho Chi Minh City, and I know that you had warm weather in Ho Chi Minh City, and we have a lot of rain as well. But that's wonderful, absolutely wonderful to have you here. And we absolutely want to know more about Hawaii, and we want to know who you are. So first, thank you for making time today, because I know that you have a very busy day, but I really want to know about you, So we are really talking about, the woman shaping leadership landscape in Vietnam. We want to know about the culture, how you shape, the leadership culture for women in Vietnam. So I really want to know about you. So a fun question to start. When you start your morning, what do you eat? Do you eat pho or a banh mi, or what is it that you're eating in the morning?
Okay. Before talking about my breakfast, I would like to personally to share about my, my daily routine. I wake up about 5:30 a.m. and then certain personal activity, and then I did not eat immediately. I drink the full water glasses, and then I take the yoga class for 1 hour, and then this is time for me to have breakfast. So look like every morning a lot energy after the yoga exercise.
Okay,
and
all right. So,
yeah,
I love it. So I'm asking a question about breakfast, and you responding me. I'm very healthy. I'm doing yoga before breakfast. Maybe I don't have breakfast. Okay, I love it. So that's fantastic. Just to start the day with positive mood, positive energy, and then you're creating your energy. When you are absolutely, tuning into meditation and also yoga, as you said. And we're going to talk more about meditation later on. So we really want to know who you are. Okay, so people are listening here from, all around the world, and we want to know, where you're from. Where are you coming from? Where is your sense of belonging and connection in Vietnam? So where are you born? Where did you grow up? Tell us more about who you are.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, chị. Sorry, maybe because I'm Vietnamese, so I really want to call you as the older sister, so I call you chị instead of calling
don't
Miss.
worry.
Yeah.
We'll call me Chimmy.
Okay, chị Mỹ.
I'm always the oldest.
Yeah. I was born and raised in the Mekong Delta, Vĩnh Long province. I was born there, so I'm so proud. I was a Vĩnh Longese, and I got the opportunity to study university in Ho Chi Minh City and got my first job in the restoration of university, and I worked for Thornton, the accounting firm for over 20 years until now. Yeah. So that's about my career background, and then what we are. And because I'm on this background, and at the moment I'm more focused on doing business development. Also, like the closely work with the Thornton network in the Asian
Don't worry, I'm going to ask you about it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you're from the Mekong, and when I speak Vietnamese with you, so you do have the Southern accent, which is very, very sunny. So I love it because I understand the Southern accent. Okay, so that is wonderful. Okay, so you're from the South, and then you have over stories, and we really want just to know more. I met you first time, that was when I was working on the Eurocham Women in Business Associations, and you are with Howie, I believe, at that time.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what is Howie? So it's HAWEE. So what is it exactly?
Okay, so Howie is Ho Chi Minh City Women Association for the Entrepreneurs and Executives. Yeah. So this is a not-profit organization, and in upcoming March 2025, we are going to celebrate the 10-year anniversary. So really very remarkable, anniversary in 2025 for Howie. I really very much inspired to join the Howie because I think because it's just simple. We are women. We are women, and then we are really want to do something to build up to make our women community become bigger, and make it to everyone able to join.
How many members do you have now?
We have about up to over 500 members.
Okay, and this is mostly in Ho Chi Minh City area, right?
Yeah, because it's in Ho Chi Minh City, but for the activity, we are not only focused in Ho Chi Minh City. We are able to extend to the southern provinces too.
Right. So can you tell us more about Howie's mission? So obviously, you're an association of women with about 500 people around the city. Can you tell us a little bit more about Howie? What's the mission? What do you do? What is it that you do for women?
I think for the vision, when we talk about the Howie vision and mission, really very formal way. I think for that information you're able to easily find when we access to the Howie website. I really want transfer the message here. We really want to do something to promote women in leadership, because everyone in the community, the way we promote how to make sure the gender equality. Yeah. So for the Howie, we really want to make every member, women member is happy. They should be strong in their leadership skill. Yeah, because as a woman, we need to to be grow up in your own. So the way either you have your own business as a business ladies, or the employee for any company, either the entrepreneurs at executive level is eligible to join to become a member of Howie. Yeah. Still had the question about you really want to ask about Howie, right?
I want to know, but I think you run workshops and conferences. So can you tell us more about your activities? Because maybe we might have some women who wants to join and who didn't know about it.
Okay, so in Howie we had the way we manage. We are focused on 6 group with the different activities. One group under the our president is Madam Dung. She's the president and also the chairwoman of the BNJ, one of the leading Japanese community in Vietnam. And under Madam Dung, we divided 6 groups, 6 departments. one department is, really very strong in the, because the, business matching. Every member, when they join any organization, they really want to build up their revenue, how to find out more clients. So that's the one key function and very important how we for like support for the trade business matching activities. The second department called is the membership. So this is the way to build up to make the our member more happier and more interactive, understanding, listening to them. So that's the role of the member group. And the third group is related to the they call the community. They do a lot for charity donation because the woman, we also acting around as a mother doing scholarship to those the children who they lost their parents. The fourth one about the marketing communication department. So every organization needs to have the marketing communication activities. The fifth one is related to the department we call it the foreign affairs. We more to build up relationship connection to the international organization. And the sixth group also very important, and that's related to leadership. So I keep talking at the beginning till now about the leadership strategy, how to make our members stronger, doing well in their leadership role.
That's wonderful. It sounds like you're very big and you have very solid foundations. I mean, you're going to be to have your 10th anniversary next year. So that's fantastic. So what about you? So Anne, so you are in the Department of Affairs. Can you tell us more about your role? How interesting is that? How demanding is it? How much are you enjoying it?
So talking about foreign affairs in Hawaii, I think I'm quite lucky in able to get involved in the Hawaii quite a couple of years ago, and then. When at the beginning when I joined Hawaii, I just as a normal member, but I able to have the opportunity to contribute my capability because I'm also the international relations director of Thornton Việt Nam, so I know the number of the international business partner who also really they had their own strategy to for women community. So that's the way I connect more at the Hawaii side. When I representative Hawaii, I talk about Hawaii not only for the Ho Chi Minh women community, more about as a Vietnamese lady, we are how we are and what we are looking for Hawaii majority SMB, small, very small, and we are keep talking about the ESG, gender equality, but we don't have a lot of resources to facilitate that. Yeah. So the training is a very important. We are looking forward when I meet to the international business partners.
Okay. All right. So you have a crucial role then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super important role. But that's wonderful, because I always hear, about your activities, from other people as well. And I said, I definitely, on my calendar, 2025, to come back to Hawaii as a member. Because I really like, what you're doing for us, Vietnamese women. So talking about Vietnamese women, so you are working with a Grant Thornton, so which is international firm, and you're on Hawaii as well. And I was wondering if you can share some insight, that you are learning, from both sides, can be from Grant Thornton that you can apply to your leadership, at Hawaii. And what is you learning at Hawaii through other women that you are applying to Grant Thornton, when you're working? So can you share a few insights about, that balance of leadership?
Yeah. Thank you, chị Mỹ, because you mentioned the balance. The key mission of Hawaii, they really, improve and maintain a balance in the member personal life, business life, and family life. So, So the way they balance, balance the life of every ladies is very important, not only for the Hawi as the the local association, but more for the music at Thornton. Because the Thornton, we are, you're right, we are one of international accounting firm, and in the very common for the accounting firm, the ratio between the male and female is dominant. Like in our firm, like the above 70% is the female. So
remember your report. I remember Ken sent me the report, and I said, "Yes, you've done a good job, Ken."
Yeah. I think the way the company encouraged the women to get involved, to contribute for the firm growth. Our firm doing very well, and that's the reason why when I have been nominated to join Hawi, not only for my personal point of view, more about as the representative from Thornton to contribute to the Hawi. What
Awesome.
else? Yeah. So
I'm not sure.
You
What else? What else?
You mentioned about you mentioned about the balance. I think because I'm also become mature, and like my maturity, I have grown up with Thornton very over 20 years. So when I started as a professional assistant, that's really very, very a lot pressure on my shoulder. Like you need to finish your daily job, and then you need to get the international qualification like the ICCA, CPA Australia. I think we have no choice. If you really want to do, if you really want to have the better future of life, or I think as a woman, I need to achieve and I overcome at that for the first 4 years of my audit career, and after that the most difficulty for me as a lady, I think this is when you get married and you had the baby, you really don't want, you need to do multiple tasks, but like my company also support us a lot. Like you still need to meet deadline, but like they find a way to diversify, to like you don't need to the way they allocate among the the team. I think it's really very highly appreciated for the company supporting me during that when my baby very, let's say, very young.
Right.
For the first 10 years, it's really very, very, you need to still hard working, you need to balance. And not only for the company support, your husband, he understand you,
I was going to mention that, when you talk about balance for women, and say, what about the balance for the guys?
So the balance here not only came from your side, only need to get the for the community support, and I'm so grateful because how good environment is around Thornton. To build up for the women in senior leadership.
So that's fantastic to hear that you have Hawi, which gives you a supportive community, between for all the women members, of Hawi. And then at the same time, you also have a workplace culture, which understands about, the challenges of Vietnamese women in Vietnam. And, having, you mentioned about the balance for women, but also the balance and, the reshifting, the mindset also for the Vietnamese men, which is something which can be a difficult debate sometimes, with men. But that's so good that you can mention that, and you have the support on both sides. So that is wonderful. You mentioned before that you are practicing yoga and you're also practicing Buddhism. And I was wondering if you can share some tips or some insight about when you're learning through those practices. What is a tip that you can use in your leadership? When you work with Hawi or Grant Thornton? What is one tip or any tip? Many tips is okay too, from yoga, meditation.
Thank you, Chị. I don't think I had a lot many tips here, but things like tend to the yoga, the way you practice yoga every day. Not really try to make regularly basis, and meditation at night. That's it. Make me keep the right mindfulness. Yeah, like whenever something happened to you, but like the bad in a bad way, like you get a complaint from a client, how you doing something wrong, how you deal with that in the peacefully. Yeah. So I learned from the Buddha advice. We still, just really very early stage, but like I realized how important to to practice, follow the Buddha advice and practice in my life, not only for the work, but only for the personal life. So the tip here, like we need to learn the right thing, and we need to be patient to see how gradually happen. Like you need to act in the manner, proper manner. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you have this influence. So any of influence from any Thai influence in your thinking as well, or anyone in Vietnam who influencing you in your practice?
And my master, he also very famous one, but like I maybe can I really don't want to disclose his name. Yeah, just want to show like the way I so respectful him. One of the I think one of the you asked me before the this conversation about what is the book I really like. So
Yes.
I like to read the Buddha book. So that's what we significantly influence and change to my personality. Positively, I think this is my personality.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful, that you're sharing this, because, like, everyone that I have talked recently, they all have, someone who's guiding them, or somebody that, who is some kind of a mentor, or, that kind of line of thinking. So then, we are also connecting to our culture, so our Vietnamese culture, and, really valuing, all the wisdom behind. And I think it's so important, to remind ourselves and be reminded that those people are really key people, to our centeredness, when we lead. So that's wonderful. And I saw also that you mentioned lately, so about the people who inspire you. Who are those people who inspire you, in your leadership it's every day, and
I think like at around Thornton, we have the we have got a lot training from the Thornton Global. So we got the very good trainer. So your question about who inspired me in my leadership, I think I learned not really one person, definitely at the moment, but like my leadership has been improved because I have been trained very professionally by Thornton, training team, and but like I keep make it much better because I should thank you very much to the clients, our college in Thornton. Yeah, I learned a lot from them. If even I do something wrong, how I overcome that and come up with a solution, also the very important for my leadership too.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
What is also interesting, when I was, looking at your background. So you have worked with Grant Thornton for 23 years, which is a very big, impressive number. And I was just wondering, that is such a number that I don't really see often. Can you tell us a bit more, how you started and and what is it that, that you are liking in a workplace, in terms of culture or whatever? What is it that you like in a workplace which have influenced you, obviously, not to stay there for a big number, 23 years?
Yeah. So for 23 years, it's a really very long journey. But like I think I quite lucky because I even work for the one company, but I have able to to involve acting different role. So I had the about 13 years as auditor, and after that I take in the new role and business development, and also doing certain part of the advisory. When the Thornton network become like the come up with the some new strategy. I has been nominated to get involved in ASEAN 6. So yeah, so that's really I able to not only work in Vietnam. I regularly meeting with my colleagues in 6 countries in ASEAN, even beyond the ASEAN 6 too. So really, I think like working in professional firm, you need to have the the technical knowledge. Thanks to 13 years working as auditor, I had the audit background, and then when I taking certain advisory, that's also advanced knowledge. So I keep really enjoy even working in Thornton very long time. But I am so proud because when you act in the role as a trusted advisor of the client, the value the client, they make right decision. When they follow you, they rely on you. That's a really big reward to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear the keywords, reward. Obviously, it's because, when you feel that, you feel that valued, obviously that's something which is absolutely special. So that's wonderful. And I wanted to ask you something else. So obviously, you have many years of work experience as a professional, in that accounting firm, and you have also some leadership position at Howie. So you are also, obviously you have 24 hours like every woman. But you also a mom and a wife and a daughter, obviously. And what I was really wanted to ask you is, what is it, considering, all those things that you are sharing today, what is maybe 1 or 2 tips that you can give to emerging young leaders, women leaders? What would be 1 or 2 tips that you want to give it to them so then they can really embrace who they are, who they want to become? What would be those advice?
Okay. When you talk about the young generation, actually in my team, we had the number of the team member. They're really very young there. So I had the certain observation about their behavior and their achievement. So I think still very big gap between that generation and our generation. Like
I'm different from your generation. That's all right.
But actually, between you and I, we are quite related compared to the the young generation here. So I think like I quite, how can I say? I think I quite traditional person and really quite disciplined person. Like always, because the nature of the long time working in the professional. So I really very like the always client oriented mindset, and because of that mindset, the we encourage the team to we are young, so we need to work hard, but need to do smartly because we are in the technology area, so smartly is very important. And when you do smartly, you're able to manage the outcome deliverable. So my message here, like I think I still like workaholic person, but like I able to enjoy life because the way we manage, how to make sure the way we deliver really very in the smart way.
Okay, so they are the keywords. Okay, work smart. Okay, so that's wonderful. So you know that the name of this podcast is called MosaicMinds. So all those pieces that we have in our mind, and we put them together, and they represent, our strength, so, and that is our brain. So what would be, in addition to what you're just saying, what would be, some thinking or some tips, about how can our listeners, how can they cultivate a mosaic mind, especially when we are embracing so many global cultures. So everybody works with international clients. We travel here and there. A lot of young people are studying overseas. So what would be your insight about those people? How to have a mosaic mind, as a leader?
So the you mentioned about the global culture and the leaders. Yeah. So you want to do my answer about how to motivate, right?
What's your piece of advice, for them to have a mosaic mind? basically. So what is it that they need to have that mind prepared for, a global world?
I think like everybody, especially for the young generation, they are really have got a lot of opportunity to learn. So learning is the only way necessary in any situation.
Yeah.
So I keep inspire and encourage my team to you need to learn in any situation, not only from the leader, should be from your colleagues to everywhere and any situation. So learning is to me very important, but like you need to learn the right thing. Yeah, where how to determine this is the right thing. So it depends on certain factor, and for sure in the my organization we had a buddy system. And when you closer with the body, you are able to get insight and react and adapt to make sure the right thing in the work. Yeah. So the next one, my advice to the generation here in the Moses, my channel is think more about what is the most important for your life. If you invest in the education now, you are able to get a reward in the future. So don't spend time to do something is waste your time in, because you are really many things for you for even for the entertainment, a lot of choices and easy for you to get it. So be for sure you have the good maybe mentor, the mentor who is a community and remind you if you do something wrong.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful. I mean, you mentioned today and in our podcast, many keywords. So you talked about mentorship, the importance of having a mentor. You're talking about the buddy system. You're talking about focusing on what truly matters and invest in education, which is a very, a concept which is very true, especially in Asia. We invest a lot in education. And, that sense of balance that we're talking about before, it's not just the woman, but also the man, and really making time to volunteer with Howie. But, despite your busy work schedule already. So all those tips today, something is wonderful, especially if you are, a emerging young leader and you want to look up at, some strong women who are succeeding. I think is fantastic, because working in the same place, with absolutely a very big name, 23 years, that says a lot, because that says a lot about the culture, that says a lot about how you shape the culture, and how, as you mentioned before, how you borrow from Howie or for Grant Thornton, the leadership style from both sides. I think it's absolutely wonderful. So thank you very much, because I know that you're a super busy woman, and I really wanted to thank you today, for taking time to share few insights with us. And I really hope that, when I'm back, in Ho Chi Minh City, that we're going to have a real face-to-face.
Yeah.
Yeah, or coffee or whatever. But it's so nice, to meet you really face-to-face, because this is virtually. I'm a bit far. I'm a bit in Australia here. But we can follow you on LinkedIn. So we will add, your LinkedIn profile, your LinkedIn link, on our podcast. And I guess that you're also probably reachable as well, on Facebook as well. So let's keep like this, let's catch up, when I'm back to Vietnam. In the meantime, thank you very much for your wisdom. And again, thank you again for all your insight. Thanks, Anh. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, chị My. Yeah, have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Bye.